In the headlines, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union declares 7 days warning strike. FCT resident gone as security block roads leading to Airport Road. As Ramadan begins, traders in Kano lament low sales. Lastly, on the foreign scene, success master declares candidacy for Chad's presidency. Hello and welcome to the news updates on Trust TV. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for joining. Now the news in detail. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union have declared a 7-day warning strike to demand the payment of 4 months of withheld salaries of their members after the 2022 nationwide strike. The decision was part of the resolution of the Joint Action Committee of the two unions after a meeting which held in Akure at the weekend. According to SANU President Muhammad Ibrahim, who read the communique of the meeting to journalists in Abuja on Monday, the decision to embark on the warning strike was taken as a last resort since several protest letters and other communications with the federal government did not result in the payment of withheld salaries. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the payment of withheld salaries for university workers owing to their strike of 2022. However, SANU, NASU, and the National Association of Academic Technologists, NAT, said they were yet to get salaries for the said period and had issued a 1-week ultimatum about 2 weeks ago. SANU and NASU said they have done everything within their powers to prevail on their members to maintain industrial peace and tranquility, adding that the unions could no longer guarantee industrial harmony on the campuses should the government fail to pay them. Meanwhile, health professionals under the aegis of Nigerian Union of Allied Health Professionals working in facilities owned by Oyo State government on Monday suspended their ongoing 7-day warning strike. While directing all members to resume work, the union gave the government another 21 days to start responding to all her demands, after which it would no longer guarantee industrial harmony in the health sector and the state-owned health facilities. The workers, including laboratory scientists, physiotherapists, dental technologists, dental therapists, medical social workers, radiographers, nutritionists and dietitian and health records and information managers across all general, special or teaching hospitals in the state, and the last one withdrew their service due to strike action. Olarinwaju Ajani, in a statement on Monday, said the union at various meetings received assurances of the management of State Ministry of Health and State Health Management Board that the cases and demands were being handled by the government. Residents of the Federal Capital Territory Abuja on Monday lamented the stress they faced while going to their offices following the blockage of access road to Airport Road. The blockage was due to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's overseas trip. While the president was said to be on his way to Minna, the Niger State capital, residents of the AFCT were left to bear the brunt of the president's road usage, as security personnel blocked all access roads to Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport. The blockage led to a traffic gridlock spanning more than 30 kilometers as civil servants and citizens going to their places of work around 9 a.m. got stranded. The situation was worsened by the scorching sun that led to the breakdown of cars due to overheating and running out of fuel. And now the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has announced the vandalization of Shiroro Katankpe 330 kV transmission line. The General Manager, Public Affairs of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Ndidimba, who announced this in a statement on Monday, said it is the 5th incident within February and March this year. According to her, at the approximately 9 a.m. this morning, the Shiroro Katankpe transmission line experienced a trip And following initial investigations, TCN engineers attempted to restore operation but were unsuccessful. She said the TCN has mobilized for conductor replacement but pending the completion of the security operations at the site. The statement further stressed that the Transmission Company of Nigeria urged Nigerians to assist in reporting any act of vandalism to safeguard electricity infrastructure across the country. 9 persons have been injured following a gas explosion at Phoenix Metal Company in Ogijo, Shagamu local government area of Ogun State. The spokesperson of the Ogun State Police Command, Omotola Odutola, confirmed the development. And according to an eyewitness account, the blast was attributed to a cylinder explosion that happened at the melting point area, affecting 9 staff members who sustained no life-threatening injuries. The injured have been taken to a private hospital in Ikorodu, Lagos State. And as Muslims celebrate or commence the holy month of Ramadan, traders in Kano State have continued to lament poor patronage by customers. Some of the traders in Kano attributed the situation to low purchasing power of customers. A foodstuff dealer, Tanko Idris, said sales have fallen short this year when compared to previous years. Idris noted that though prices of some commodities, especially consumables, normally sold during the Ramadan fasting period, people still purchase goods. And he explained that economic downturn in the country contributed to the situation. As the holy month of Ramadan begins, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, has restated that the commitment of the force to the provision of adequate security for all across the country. The Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, in a statement in Abuja on Monday, said Egbetokun gave reassurance while extending greeting to all Muslims at the start of Ramadan. The IGP urged all Muslim Ummah to embrace the spirit of compassion, generosity and forgiveness that defined Ramadan. He called for all to unite, support one another, foster a sense of harmony and build stronger bonds of friendship and cooperation in the holy month and beyond. The Inspector General of Police, while urging members of the public to embrace the community policing concept, charges Nigerians to support the MPF's effort to maintain peace and order throughout the month of Ramadan. And now the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted sunshine and haziness from Monday to Wednesday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released on Sunday in Abuja forecast a sunny and a hazy atmosphere on Monday over the northern region throughout the forecast period. According to it, cloudy skies with intervals of sunshine are expected over the north-central states, while prospect of localized thunderstorms over parts of Benue State during the morning hours. And according to NIMET, sunny and hazy atmosphere is expected over the northern region throughout the forecast period on Tuesday, with chances of localized thunderstorm over part of Taraba and the Kaduna State during the evening hours. It envisaged patches of cloud over the north-central region with prospect of isolated thunderstorms over parts of Kogi, Nasarawa, Benue and the Federal Capital Territory during the morning hours. The agency envisaged localized thunderstorm over parts of the Federal Capital Territory, Kwara, Nasarawa and Kogi State later in the day. According to NIMET, sunny and hazy atmosphere is expected over the northern region throughout the forecast period on Wednesday. You're still watching the news updates on Trust TV. Coming up shortly, we'll take a look at how Kaduna teachers are augmenting income via fish farming. Details of this report and more after the break. Just stay with us. You're welcome back. You're still watching Trust TV News Update this hour. A major look at some of our top stories. We told you earlier that Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union declared 7 days warning strike. And the FCT resident groan as security blocked roads leading to Airport Road. Now moving on to other news, the Oyo State government on Monday banned the use of styrofoam for food services, storage and other related purposes. The State House of Assembly had on Thursday, February 8, 2024, urged the state government to ban the use of styrofoam for food purposes in the state. It therefore inaugurated the Food Safety Compliance Enforcement Task Force to oversee the enforcement of food safety rules and regulations in the state. The State Commissioner for Health, Oluwaserimi Adetumobi, who announced this during the Food Safety Stakeholders Forum and the inauguration of the task force in Ibadan, said the decision was part of government efforts to uphold food safety standards in the state. The commissioner explained that the task force will be sensitizing the actors along the food chain on the importance attached to the implementation of food safety standards by the government. The task force comprises members from the State Food Safety Management Committee, the Nigerian Police Force, the Association of Table Water Producers, the Association of Canteen Workers, and a host of others. Despite the economic hardship and societal myths affecting the growth of women in the society, especially in northern Nigeria, women in Kaduna are defying this odds to speak for themselves and be self-reliant in order to lead decent lives. This is the story of Khadija Muhammad, a graduate of statistics from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, who defied all odds to go to school, but due to economic realities ventured into fish farming to augment her salary as a teacher. Trust TV's Bello Musa sent in this report.
Khadija's venture into fish farming began with the use of this space in the family compound. According to her, starting a fish farm is the wisest decision she has ever made.
Immediately when I graduated, before I got a job, I was idle, doing nothing, so I decided to start a business, and I look at the various type of businesses we have. So I decided to go ahead with the poultry and the fishing at the same time because of the demand in the area I stay.
Her life journey is a source of inspiration for many women, as she never allows social myths to shatter her dreams.
Like in our society, we normally think that a woman cannot do a lot of things. So there is a lot of challenges. People tend to look at it that a woman cannot do a lot of things. So if you are doing this kind of business, a lot of people think you cannot do it or you cannot be able to achieve anything from it.
Her passion now is to encourage women to venture into trades that will better their lives.
Well, I think with the current situation that we are in the country, I believe that majority of women are already into business, unlike before. Most women, you find out that they are already doing business right from when they are in school, and some of them immediately when they finish school, they will begin to do business. So what I will tell others that are not doing anything, I will advise them, they should try and be dependent. Don't always think of governments will provide a job for you because you go to school. Just think of anything. It does not necessarily has to be fishing or poultry. It can be any other business. Once you pick an interest, you analyze the kind of business you want to do, then you can go ahead and start your business.
Though marketing her fish is not easy due to competition in the market, Mohammed is, however, now using social media to market her product. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
And away from Kaduna now, residents of Maiduguri and Jalingo in Borno and Taraba states are grappling with unbearable heat as the current weather proves to be more intense compared to previous years, making daily activities a challenge for many. Beatrice Kuruti has more on the impact of the current heat wave in the northeast.
The intense heat of the scorching sun in Maiduguri's metropolis compels people to seek shade during the day, disrupting daily activities. Despite the discomfort, Mariam continues to run her small-scale business driven by the necessity to make ends meet.
I have no choice to come out under the sun to do my business. I'm used to it.
The extreme heat, typical for March, has been particularly severe this year, exacerbated by the absence of electricity for the past 6 days in Maiduguri.
We are used to heat, so I don't regard this as something new within the environment here. A couple of days back, last week I was in Jos, and some people say, heat in Jos. I say, you don't know what this is not heat. In Borno, we used to have between 40 and 47 degrees Celsius. And once it goes above 42, 43 degrees Celsius, everybody stays indoors. So,
ultimately, the heat is too much, over too much. Because it has gotten to a level that even when you're on your phone during the daytime, around 11, 12, the camera does not work even. It will ask you to shut down. Some phones go freeze. Like my camera will give me a sign that the temperature is too high. So that means, man, it's only water. Keep on taking water. The cold water is not even available, no light. So you see, the things is too much, it's too jam-packed. And the situation of the country now is getting so worrisome.
Fruit sellers in Jalingo are experiencing losses due to the harsh weather conditions.
You cannot sleep in the night. And this weather, it can cause it can cause disease.
Honestly, life is not easy. Prices of commodities have gone up. The prices of fruit have also gone up. And because of the weather, the fruits get spoiled after a day or two. And that is a loss for me because I am forced to dispose of them.
The hotter the weather, the more likely there are some, health risk to the people. And the most important health risk is dehydration. Dehydration is when there is, the water in your body is not up to the level it's supposed to be because we are losing water constantly through insensible water loss, through sweating and the rest of it, especially when you are exposed to the sunlight.
Many residents will have to bear the harsh weather until the rainy season sets in.
And now in business, Bitcoin hit a fresh record above $71,000 on Monday as demand for cryptocurrency picks up amid optimism that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates this year. The unit hit a peak of $71,432 in afternoon Asian business. And according to Bloomberg data, it has advanced almost 70% this year. And on the foreign scene, Chadian Prime Minister Success Masra on Sunday made an unexpected appearance at the gathering of his party, Les Transformateurs, announcing his acceptance of the party's nomination for the upcoming presidential election and solidifying his candidacy in the eyes of many. The decision comes after weeks of speculation surrounding Masra's intentions following the announcement of the current transitional president's candidacy. Masra's presence at the gathering following his recent participation in the CEEAC meeting in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, signifies a significant moment in Chad's political landscape. At the event, Masra delivered a passionate speech expressing his commitment to serving the Chadian people and steering the country towards a brighter future. He spoke of being inspired by the patriotic spirit of the people and emphasized his determination to lead Chad to new heights. Masra's announcement has met with enthusiasm and support from party members, many of whom have been steadfast in their dedication since the inception of Les Transformateurs. They express a readiness to embark on campaign efforts and work tirelessly towards achieving their goal of attaining the presidency. Amid escalating tension in Sudan, General Yasser al-Attah, representing the country's military, has delivered a resolute stance, insisting there will be a no ceasefire during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan unless certain conditions are met. This declaration underscores the entrenched conflict between Sudan's armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces, revealing the complexity of the nation's political landscape. At the heart of the matter lies a crucial demand from the military that the RSF must withdraw from civilian and public spaces, a condition predicated on a commitment forged during mediated talks in Jeddah last May. This stipulation, deemed essential by al-Attah, epitomizes the military's determination to uphold previously established agreement and restore order in the strife-torn nation. And now in sports, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria will look to record their first win in the men's football event at the 13th African Games when they take on South Sudan this Monday. Ladan Boso's side started the campaign on a poor note, going down to a 2-1 defeat against the Hippos of Uganda. And South Sudan lost their first Group B game 1-0 against Senegal. Nigeria and South Sudan will be meeting for the first time at any level. The Flying Eagles must beat their opponent to stand any chance of making it to the semi-finals. The encounter slated for the Accra Sports Stadium will kick off at 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Uganda and Senegal will also clash in the other Group P game today. And that brings us to the end of the news update at this hour. For more programming, news and documentary, please follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.